Hello everyone and welcome back to RainBro Crafts. My name is Colton and today we will show you how we make our Pacific Northwest Rain soap. This soap is a really fun one. It is actually one of the very first soaps that we made. We made our auto oat soap, we made a fresh aloe and white lily soap, we made our hickory and suede soap, and then we made this soap. It was the first one that we kind of really had to have some fun with the design. We're kind of pressing outside of our comfort just a little bit to see how things work, and 3 years later we are here. We are making larger batches of soap, more elaborate designs. It's really cool to see the growth. So while I've been chatting, I have been blending up our lye water solution into our plant-based oil blend, and then we are pouring in some fragrance oil and kaolin clay. This fragrance oil is After the Rain from Brambleberry. It is a really nice, clean, fresh scent with some floral and some eucalyptus undertones, and you will see the bane of the existence of the designing of this soap, and it is that the fragrance oil discolors to a buttery egg yolk yellow color. Thankfully, it does not stick around throughout the whole soaping process, so by the end of it, when you have the finished product, it will not be this really ugly shade of yellow. It must be something to do with one of the essential oils or fragrance oils in the actual fragrance blend that we use. We will be doing rain themed colors, so a blue and then a kind of grayish blackish storm cloud color here. The colors, quite honestly, while I was making this, were very disheartening. It's very ugly. It looks like zombie skin, maybe, really muddy, not the vibe we were going for. But since we have used this fragrance in the past, I knew to kind of just stick through and push on, because it'll look a lot better. You just have to give it a 24 hours basically before you can see what it's actually going to look like. Anyways, I am going to be blending in the micas, which are suspended in a little bit of the soap oil that we weighed out for the total amount of soap, and that just makes it distribute a little easier. Some micas are a little clumpy and it helps with that as well. I was trying to compensate a little bit for that not cute color, so I added a little bit more of the blue mica to this, blended it all up, and we will be pouring this into our Heritage Workshop Supply slab mold. We will be doing about half of that main color. It really doesn't look that much different here, but it is blue and then a dark gray, so we're doing some swirls here. I'm going to go back through with that bluish color over the drops that I already did. I wanted to do some really big drop swirls, and I was hoping this would kind of distribute that color throughout the whole bar. We'll be scraping the container. We won't be coming back to this at all. We are done with it. I am then going to go back in with that dark gray color here, kind of looks brown, and go on top of those drops again. And then I am just going to do some swirls. I was kind of going with the flow here in a Zen meditative headspace, and just was kind of seeing where I was wanting to go. It doesn't make any sense at all. But we are doing some swirls, a spiral design, and we will be scraping that container out as well because we are done with it. And now I am going to do a blue mica drizzle to kind of give some contrast here, because I knew even with when the discoloration disappears, it's not going to be the specific shade of blue I was looking for, and I didn't want to get to a point where I am causing glycerin rivers because I'm adding too much mica to the soap base. We tend to go a little lighter on mica just to prevent that. And I'm doing another spiral with that blue mica drizzle as well. And then we will go in with our trusty chopstick here. And let's see, I'm going with the flow here. And we will do some spirals to get that blue mica kind of incorporated into the soap batter just a little bit more than if it was just sitting on top there. kind of want to have a light hand when you do things like this, specifically these spirals, because you can go from really nice to really muddy and overmixed pretty quickly. And really the only way to know that is practice and luck a little bit. And you can see I'm contemplating here what I'm going to do, and I have decided to go back and do a final spiral. This kind of looks like a spider web, which is pretty cool, so it might be a technique that we will adopt for an October Halloween soap, which will be fun. We always like to do that. And now I'm just cleaning up the edges with my chopstick. We will spritz with some rubbing alcohol and tuck this away for 24 hours, and it is time to slice up now. And you can see that it actually looks blue, and it's gonna actually look gray when we get slicing this soap here. It's really crazy when fragrance oils do those color shifts, especially when they go from a yellow color like that to basically uncolored normal soap base, which thankfully that's what this one does, because it gives you a lot more wiggle room. You can see that pretty blue spiral and those really cool swirls there. So in the end, I was very happy with this soap and how it turned out. And we will just chop this up with our soap bar cutter into our 4.5 ounce size bars. You can see on the shelves behind me that we have a lot of soap drying up there. We have double markets every weekend starting March 18th at the Vancouver Farmers Market, which is really exciting. We did the holiday one with them, and we were super excited to get into the normal spring, summer, and early fall market with them as well. It's a great market, so definitely if you're in the Washington area, come and visit all of the cool vendors there. But we have been plugging away to just get to that demand so we don't sell out, because we don't want to sell out. We want to find that balance, and that is definitely a challenge with a small business and with a small space. We're in a 10 by 12 bedroom, basically. That's our soaping room, so very compact. But that is it. This is our Pacific Northwest Rain soap. It'll be for sale April 1st on rainbrocrafts.com and at any in-person events while supplies last. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see what RainBro Crafts comes up with next. Bye.